What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another one of Hoggie's Quick Beer Reviews. Today I bring you another IPA, and I had to. And I'll explain why in a sec. Take a look at what we have. And this is called Loose Cannon, a hop to the third power ale. This is from the Clipper City Brewing Company in Baltimore, Maryland. This is actually a beer from their Heavy Seas. Let's see, I'll show you the bottle. You can see on the top label here. Take a real good look. Heavy Seas, they have a line of brews called Heavy Seas, which is a bunch of high alcohol beers, basically imperial brews. I've had a couple of these before, and I like this brewery. I had never seen this one in particular before. I ran across it last weekend, and I just had to pick it up. Now, I've reviewed two other of the Heavy Seas beers from Clipper City. If you go to my website, punch up www.beerbreath.com, on the right hand side there's a little column. On there you will find the links to all the previous beer reviews. There's one called Small Craft Warning, which is the Heavy Seas beer. It's an Uber Pils, so they say. Basically an Imperial Pilsner. Did that review. And there's also one called Peg Leg, which is a Russian Imperial Stout. Both of those I really liked. Clipper City makes good beers. So I saw this IPA and I had to pick it up, mainly because the second to last review I did, the last IPA I had, I was a bit disappointed. So I'm hoping that this is the kind of IPA I'm looking for, because the Acme wasn't. So again, I don't have access to the internet right now. Beer Advocate gives this beer, I believe, an A- out of just under 700 reviews, so it's highly regarded there. This is 7 points. I hate not having access to my internet. Here we go. 7 exactly, 7.0 alcohol by volume. Okay. Quickly read what it says here. Our Loose Cannon hop to the third power ale is a hop shot across the bow. Hops, hops, and more hops, over 3 pounds per barrel at 3 different times in the process. Herbal and aromatic, and amazingly delicious American IPA. So, we'll see. Enough of that. As always, the IPA goblet. And let's see if Clipper City delivers with their IPA. And of course, this is 7%. This is approaching Imperial IPA territory. So, let's see what it's like, and let's be careful with the high ABV. Wearing a very nice color. Oh yeah, that's a clear golden. Oh, that looks nice. That is a clear golden color. Very pretty. Let me hold this up for you guys. Take a look there. As usual, my colors suck, but just so you get a vague idea of what this looks like. But that is a very nice looking color. Not a lot of head, although I did have it kind of cold. But it's giving some nice lacing. Foamy looking, fluffy, well not fluffy, foamy head. But yeah, so far so good. Ooh, now that smells like an IPA. Yeah, that's piney floral. Piney floral on top, citrus underneath. There is some grapefruit under there, but it's kind of lingering under the pine. And there's a hint of sweetness. It's sweet malt mixing with that grapefruity citrus hop. This smells good though. This is very inviting. It has a fruity, kind of like a mango-y, kind of fruity taste to it. It's not just citrus. There's a hint of some other fruit there. Sweet fruit, like tropical fruit. Alright, I'm digging it. Okay. That's an IPA. But there's a little more to it. It's light bodied. It's not thin, but it's light bodied. It's relatively thin, I guess you could say. For the color, it is about what it should be. When you get that hop up front, you get that citrusy, piney, resiny, grapefruitiness. right up front. It bites you right as you're drinking. The malt comes through. It has a smooth middle, and in comes that sweetness. It's weird because it's maltiness, but it's not caramel sweetness. It's those hints of fruit. You know, mango-y, pineapple-y kind of thing. It's kind of hard to discern. It's part of that is malt, part of that is citrus hop. It kind of blends into that fruitiness. Might also have to do with the strain of yeast they use. I don't know what that would be, but you know, it finishes bitter. It finishes with the resin on the tongue, but it's not super strong where that aftertaste and that resin lasts forever. I took a drink, 30 seconds ago for the most part. It's gone now. I can still taste it, but it's not one of those aftertaste hop oil on the tongue things that'll stick with you for an hour. So, man, I like this though. And I can barely note the alcohol. I mean, this is 7%. This is a stronger beer as far as ABV is concerned. And if I didn't stop and actually look for it, I couldn't have told you it was high alcohol. This is very drinkable. This is very smooth. This is a good IPA. It's not incredibly super duper hoppy. This isn't Ruination. This isn't pure hop. But this is a hoppy, tasty American IPA. And the malt, for those who think it's more of an imperial and the malt presence is stronger, it's not. And that's why earlier I said, this is bordering on double IPA territory. But no, this is just a 7% IPA that is really drinkable, really light, really hoppy, really tasty. Clipper City Brewing Company, the Heavy Seas line of brews. This one is called Loose Cannon. It's a hop to the third power ale, hop 3 ale. Yeah, if you're an IPA fan, pick this up. This is a glass full. I like this. I'm going to enjoy drinking this, but not too many. Not at 7%. Enjoy in moderation, folks. Enjoy in moderation. Pour your beer in a nice glass. Enjoy it, savor it, smell it, taste it, soak it in, because that's what it's all about. The people who brew these beers really put some effort into it. You want to get banged up? Sure. But, this was $11 for the 6-pack. Actually, no, I think this might have been a little more. You don't do that. You don't waste that to get banged up. You enjoy these brews because these are well put together, well thought out. My little preaching moment there. But regardless, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the comments. Keep watching. There's more to come. Cheers.